Let's do a review of the Keynesian aggregate demand, aggregate supply model. Named after British economist John Maynard Keynes, well known for his general theory. Professor Keynes developed his ideas while at Cambridge University. As we've discussed before, in the 1930s, the world economy tanked. During this Great Depression, 25% of the workforce was unemployed in Great Britain and the United States. At that time, the classical economic theory focused on the long run and laissez-faire, leaving things alone and just waiting it out. In an earlier book before the general theory called Means to Prosperity, Professor Keynes suggested a larger role for government. He also introduced the concept we've talked about before in class called the multiplier effect. Instead of the long run, Keynes focused on the short run, instead of supply, on demand and consumption. Keynes pointed to the serious drop in demand that happened during the Great Depression. When it came to supply, Keynes placed the emphasis on the short run, suggesting in the short run that real and nominal values are interrelated and that changes in the money supply can have temporary effects. As early as 1923, Keynes famously stated, "In the long run, we are all dead." Keynes emphasized helping people now in the short run. Former President Richard Nixon famously said, "We are all Keynesians now," because globally it's the norm for governments to try to steer their economies for short and long-run benefits. And that's a brief introduction to the Keynesian ADAS model.